Hey, what up, guys? This is Kevin. I want to welcome you to part 2 of how to crush it and viralize your content and turn your followers into viralizers for you using Twitter. The first thing we want to look at is what profile, where is Kerry Washington posting this? Okay, so you can see over here, Kerry Washington. Then you could see right here at Kerry Washington. So what this means is that this is a tweet that she's putting out on her Twitter profile. Okay, she's putting that out on her Twitter profile. Now, that's just, that's just there. That's not a part of the tweet. That's just, here's her name. And then, so that's her name. And then over here, we see Kerry Washington. So that's her profile. This is where this was posted. Now we come over here to at ABC Scandal Fans. So this is the first thing we want to look at ABC Scandal Fans. So the first thing she puts there is at ABC Scandal Fans, which is going to do what? That's going to put this tweet or make this tweet show up on the profile for ABC's show called Scandal, which Kerry Washington is the star of. And if you haven't watched it yet, again, you have to watch this show. It's a great show. Well, if you're like me anyway, you love politics, you love, suspenseful, intellectual shows, I guess I could say in a way. Shows that actually there's a storyline, not that reality stuff. But so she puts at ABC Scandal Fans, and this is gonna now go out to all the fans of ABC's show Scandal, which Kerry's a star of. Then the next part is right here, and this again is something I really wanted to point out. Over here, Kerry uses a hashtag. Okay? A hashtag. Now, a hashtag is something that's different than @. Here's the difference. Okay, and I'm gonna write it up here on the side of the photo. So an @ is calling out a actual user profile. So this is, you put an @ when you want to reply publicly to an actual profile. So if somebody tweeted to you and you wanted to reply to them, you would put @ their username, then put your tweet, and now that tweet will show up on that person's profile. So @ are used for actual Twitter profiles. Then we have hashtag, okay? Hashtag, or numbers, it's the number sign. Now, a hashtag is used for not profiles, but topics, okay? A topic. So you'll notice that, for example, I was just watching a show, Meet the Press, okay? Meet the Press, politics show. They have, while you're watching it in the left screen, they have hashtag. They have in the right underneath their logo now, they have this displayed, hashtag MTP. So anybody who watches Meet the Press, not only can they go to Meet the Press's profile and see what Meet the Press is putting out there, but they can also go to Twitter and do a search for hashtag MTP. And now they're going to see every single tweet that includes that hashtag, including the followers of Meet the Press's tweets. Or actually, let me put it this way. You don't even have to be following Meet the Press to put out a tweet with the hashtag MTP. Anybody can use that hashtag. And then you do a search for that, hashtag MTP, and now you'll see every single tweet from every single person, whether you're following them or you're not following them, does not matter, okay? This is a hashtag. What Kerry Washington is doing here is she starts off with, at ABC Scandal Fans. So she's calling out an actual profile, which in Twitter's eyes, she's like replying to ABC Scandal Fans profile publicly. The @ username of an actual profile. That's like replying to somebody like you would in a direct message or a private message. But the difference is it's public. So anybody that goes to that profile, that person's profile, will see that @ reply, okay? Because they were mentioned in it. So she's replying to ABC Scandal fans. Why would she do that? Because she wants ABC's Scandal fans to see this tweet. So it's going to show up there. Then she puts hashtag Obama 2012. So now what she's doing is, one, she's viralizing for Obama 2012, right? She's viralizing for them. She's helping President Obama by putting a hashtag. That's an endorsement by Kerry Washington, which is good for President Obama. But let me ask you something. Is it good for anyone else? Even though she's viralizing President Obama's re-election campaign, is it good for her? Let's think about it. Kerry Washington, okay, has, give me a second here. I'm just going to show off my pen so we can come over here. And let me clear the screen. We come to Kerry Washington. She has a good number of followers. She has 275,978 followers, okay? Now, if we go to the next profile, which is the first one that she brought up, which was at Scandal ABC fans. So she tagged them, okay? And then look at this right here, hashtag Scandal. So this is the profile, but this is the hashtag for the show where anybody can use that hashtag. Then we come over here, and over here you could see that I've brought up the hashtag Obama 2012. Now, let's look at President Obama's profile. If we go to President Obama's profile, the actual profile, let's take a look at how many people are following the profile now, Obama 2012. 195,000 followers. Then if we look at President Obama, so see over here, @ Barack Obama. We look at Barack Obama profile, we see 20 million followers. So do you see what I'm saying here? By viralizing and helping President Obama, by saying, hey, to your, so Kerry Washington has, let's see, for ABC, for her personal profile, 275,000. Then for ABC show Scandal, 38,000. So you combine those two, let's say, about 310,000, 315,000 followers. But then she's viralizing for President Obama. President Obama has 20 million followers. Now, I usually tell people to stay away from politics, but when it comes to something like this, it's huge because the reason the negative actually becomes a positive. Let me explain that. In this case, the reason I tell people to stay away from politics is because people are very, very passionate about what they believe, and you're not going to change their mind. So if you get somebody that you disagree with, you're going to make yourself look like an ass. They're going to look like an ass to everybody that watches your conversation of the back and forth and, oh, no, you're wrong, blah, blah, blah. It's not worth getting into those type of conversations because even though you're only talking to one person, they might call you out and now you get mad. So now you start calling them names. And then, you start telling them, oh, yeah, you think you're tough because you're on a computer, you give me your phone number. And, some people are going to go really far with it. Not naming any names, but I've done this a couple of times when I first got started. I had this one guy chasing me around the forum. Everywhere I posted, he was posting negative things about me. Then he created a fake profile and magically some no-named brand new profile had a problem with me instantly. And this is the only time I've ever had a problem on the forum. I'm usually always, doing my best to help out. But this, I realized afterwards that he got me so mad. I was the one that ended up looking like the jackass because he was, antagonizing me. I was talking back and boom, what happened? Now everybody in the forum sees me, acting like a douchebag. That's just not good. So I tell people, stay away from politics because you don't want to go down that road, right? Because you can't come back from it. Well, in this case, however, because the people who are going to see that Obama 2012 are all supporters of President Obama, now it's actually a benefit because what's happening here is this. Kerry Washington and those 20 million followers instantly have a bond. Instantly have a bond. You ever meet somebody for the first time and, you turn to them, like if you're a guy, you ask, turn to another guy, even if you're a girl, right? Oh, you watch sports, trying to get a conversation started. And yeah, I love the Patriots. And then they say, I love the Patriots. Get out of here. And that's it. It's like you guys have been best friends for years, right? Why? Just because you both like the same football team. And this is why it's really great when you start going after your passions, which is what Viralizers is all about. Following your passion and just turning that into how you make a living is just, I think, the gift that just keeps on giving. And it's the most wonderful thing in the world. But now, when you have that instant bond, that's huge. Okay, that's huge. So you share that passion, and the passion here is, even though it's politics, a dangerous topic. Which again, I'm doing politically branded, but I'm really trying to stay middle of the road and keep it focused on branding. But in this case, it's going to help Kerry Washington, I believe, build her followers. Because when people go and take a look at, now, let me just point something out. There's a difference between President Obama's personal profile, which has 20 million, and the people using Obama 2012. But I'm just trying to show you how you're tapping into a topic, Obama 2012, which obviously revolves around President Obama's profile, because, that's President Obama. So it all kind of there's a lot of overlap there. So there's a lot of people that are going to be checking it out, that are going to be following the hashtag or checking out and coming, see who's talking about Obama 2012. They see Kerry Washington's tweet. Now they say, oh, and where do they go? Not only will they go to her profile, which you can see in the next section right there. What do we see? Well, we see right here, okay, right here, at Kerry Washington. Now, don't you find it kind of, I think it's great, but you see how it could be kind of confusing that she put at Kerry Washington in a tweet that she's putting out when she's posting it to her profile, which is at Kerry Washington. Why would somebody do that? Why would somebody tag themselves, their own profile, which is where they're placing this tweet? They're sending this tweet out on, so Kerry, that'd be like me on my profile, right, which is at Kevin De Silva. That'd be like me putting out a tweet and putting at Kevin De Silva in the actual tweet. Normally, it wouldn't make sense. Why do you think she does that? Again, I think it's because Kerry Washington is a Twitter genius, okay? What she does is she puts that because she knows that this tweet will be seen not just by the people that are following her, which is who she's sending this to, but it's also going to be seen on the hashtag Obama 2012. It's also going to be seen on ABC Scandal fans. Maybe they're not following her personal profile yet. They're just following the show's profile, but not hers. So now they'll see that. And also in the next section, or the next thing I want to bring up, which is right here, at Jimmy Kimmel. So she's tagging Jimmy Kimmel. That means this tweet now is going to show up on Jimmy Kimmel's profile. And once again, all of Jimmy Kimmel's followers who happen to be checking out, his profile at the time, will now see this tweet and say, oh, what's ABC Scandal fans? Oh, what's Obama 2012? Oh, what's at Kerry Washington? And then I'm sure if we go to Scandal, at ABC Scandal fans, I am sure that if we go there, you're going to see even more posts with at Kerry Washington. So do you see how it all is promoting? It's like she's viralizing her other brands with, when she viralizes one brand, she viralizes those at the same time. And then anybody that goes to those other brands will see a post that then brings them back to this brand. It's just, I love what she's doing here. I really, really do. I mean, for a social media geek like me, this right here is just how it should be done. Now, I know a lot of people see the @ signs and the hashtags and say, what? This stuff drives me nuts, right? That makes people's head hurt. I get that, all right? I get that, and that's why I'm doing this video. Now, what I'm gonna be doing, I'm actually in the process of recording a course, and I'll tell you right now, it is, obviously I'm biased, it's my course, but it's specifically about at signs and hashtags, but it's about using hashtags in a really unique way. And then promoting those hashtags. And I won't get into it now because obviously I had to create a whole course just on this. But if it's something you're interested in, I will have that available. But I'll tell you something right now, it's going to be really, really interesting where we can go with this, with these at signs and with these hashtags. I think we could really do some amazing things with them. And once again, this is taking social media to the next level. This is really taking social media and hitting the like button and retweets to a whole new level. And I'm not just talking about using the at signs and using the hashtags. That's been around, but there's different hashtags that you can use. And I don't want to tease, and I don't want to make it seem like I'm trying to sell the course. I'm trying to give you some hints on what the course is about, not so you get the course, but so that you can kind of think of it on your own, and you can get to the same place that I am about how you could use these hashtags to do really interesting things. Because remember, I'll leave it at this. How about this? You can have more than one hashtag. You can have one hashtag that's about the brand, but you can also have other hashtags that are also about your business and your brand, but specific about specific things. Okay, so this hashtag is for blank, and you fill in that blank. So you have your main one. So I could have hashtag viralizers, but then I could have hashtag, October viralizers. And that hashtag can be for the viralizers of the month in October. Okay, that's a really cheesy example that I just thought off the top of my head. But just think about that and try to see if that gets you somewhere. And that starts to make you think, okay, so I can have multiple hashtags. I can do some really interesting stuff with this. And it all brings people back to the same thing when they come over to, and when they go to that hashtag, they're going to see other posts, and they're going to see that'll bring them back here and there. And I'll leave it at that. So once again, just to recap here, we have at Kerry Washington hitting up ABC Scandal fans, hitting up Obama 2012 for President Obama's re-election campaign, hitting up her own profile, so at signing her own profile, and then Jimmy Kimmel. Okay, so viralizing 4 different brands in one tweet and still having room to throw rocking her and thanks for having me on. Just, I mean, no joke. This is some of the greatest stuff I've ever seen. That's that. I'm going to leave it there. Hope you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed this video. And believe me, I know you probably have questions, and that's what I'm here for, right? This is not a one-time thing. I'm here to listen to your questions and help you continue to build on this. This is a lot of foundational stuff that we're going over here, right? This is foundation. This is like Twitter 101 stuff. But I'm trying to give you Twitter 101 with a twist, and a twist that could see how you could really use this to go really far with this viralizing stuff and using Twitter in general to really viralize your content, viralize your brand, and build up your audience. So that's it for this video. That's it for this series. I hope you enjoyed it. I look forward to your questions, suggestions, and feedback. Make sure you hit me up by going over to my website. Click on the send voicemail tab that you see just floating over there on the right side of your screen. Click that. If it's not there, it will be there within a few days. At the time I'm recording this video, you'll be able to record a message, or you could just, leave comments on the actual posts on the videos. I'll be looking at those. I'll be replying to those, and let's get a conversation going. Let's take this viralizing to the next level. And if you're not viralizing yet, better get on it, because this is where it's at. That's it for this video. See you on the next one.